Hi guys, welcome to the FIFA 23 video. EA have released a new Ligue 1 Player of the Month, Potm Terrier. I know that the new Bundesliga Player of the Month also came out, but I don't think as many people will be bothered about that one as they will for Terrier, who was being given the second EA Player of the Month for Ligue 1, of course, following on from Messi last month. His SBC is actually still valid as well for a few more days, but he is there for the next 29 days. Only one segment to him. In terms of his stats, so 3-star skill moves, and I know a lot of people might not be a fan of that, but I'm fine with that personally. 4-star weak foot is nice. High medium work rate is good for an attack. 6 foot in height. You can use him as a striker. Apart from that, you are restricted to having to use him on that left-hand side. Shame you can't use him as a cam. I reckon we don't know what his in-game stats are necessarily like, but based on his based on his base stats, I would like to use him as a cam. And you could use him as a cam, but you're not going to get any chemistry on him, so it's kind of a bit pointless to use him in that position. You wouldn't get the best out of him because I think some of his stats would be negatively impacted, wouldn't they? If you're not going to have him on any chemistry. In terms of his in-game stats, yes, his pace is great, his shooting is great, aside from penalties, but doesn't really matter too much. You're always going to have someone in your team that's going to be better on penalties anyway. It's not like you're always having to restrict it to using your striker or whatever. You can switch through as many players as you like on pens, so that's not too bad. The rest of his shooting stats are really good. His passing, as I said before, this is why I'd like to use him as a cam, because that short passing, that vision will make him well suited to that position. His dribbling is a bit of a letdown for his agility and balance as a winger. I feel unless you put a chemistry style onto him to increase both of those stats, he is going to feel clunky. To be honest, in the two positions that you can use him, either on the left-hand side or a striker, where would I personally use him? Probably a striker. Although I think a lot of people that have Ligue 1 teams right now might already have Mbappe in their team, in which that case, if someone says to me, who would you rather have, as a striker, a gold Mbappe or this Player of the Month Terrier, you're obviously going to have Mbappe as a striker still. But if you aren't in a position to afford an Mbappe, then I see this guy as a good alternative. Although, having said that, an informed Ben Yedder who sells for, 50,000 coins is also another good striker in this game. And his composure is fine for now. But as we get further on into this game cycle, as we get towards Team of the Year come, middle of January, he is going to be a very average card. In terms of player traits, he has got one good trait going for in the finesse shot. It's a shame not to see flair. It's a shame not to see the outside foot shot, but at least he's got something of use there as well. His physicality isn't too bad. His heading accuracy is very good. It's a good card. It'll be interesting to see what he actually requires to complete. It's an 83 rated, and you have to put in 285s. It's a pretty cheap SBC. And with the amount of upgrade packs, I think that 75 plus player pack is still there, the player pick upgrade pack. And the fact that no team of the week is needed, and you can throw in 285s, like 7, 83s, and then a couple 82s and 81s, of your choice there, and then you can do them. It's probably worth it, especially if you've got a Ligue 1 team. Even if you're not using him in your main team, he'll still be a pretty good super sub at the same time. Is he the best card in the world? No, he has got certain flaws to him. The 3-star weak foot, the 3-star skill moves, won't appeal to everyone. He's lacking agility and balance. Although you can improve it, it's still not going to make it, the best going, even with a chemistry style. His aggression's a bit of a letdown. His composure and reactions, whilst they're okay at the moment, they're still not maybe to the level that you'd want them to be at, but you can only expect so much for what he costs, and he doesn't cost that much. He could have a few more player traits as well, but I think for what he requires, I think EA have priced him pretty well. And obviously you can utilize, I know it's only there for another 40 or so minutes, but you can use that player pick pack as well, which is extremely easy to do to go towards doing Terrier. I think a lot of people will get him done very, very cheap. I'll probably do him myself. He might not fit into my main team. He certainly won't fit into my main team because he won't even get the chemistry. But as a super sub, he is a good option to go for. So based on that, I think you can make a good argument to go and do in this SBC. But anyway, guys, we'll be back for the 6 p.m. content as well a little bit later on. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all later.